Hello grade 12s. Now that you've watched the introduction video of what we did in grade 11 and you've gone through the notes for the two new types of movement, I'm going to show you how to draw this new type of graph. Then that's on page 98. On page 99 we'll draw it together. Okay, so you're just going to watch, and then on 99 we're going to draw it together. So this is just the graph, not the cam profile as well. Okay, it gave us a 0 position. Then it says the follower rises to 102 millimeters over to 108 degrees. And then it returns to the original point again to 360. The scale is 1:1. That's for the the vertical scale. And the horizontal scale is 360 to 180. Okay, so over 360, it's 180 millimeters in length. So I'm going to draw it in. I'm going to draw 180. This is just the outline of the graph. The height, or the maximum height, is 102. And then immediately, so don't forget it later, you have to label this graph. Like any graph, you have to label it. So for the horizontal, it's scale 180 millimeters equals 360. Okay, that's the scale. And then they said the scale for the height is 1:1. Okay, so you add the scale, and then at the top you have to label it as a displacement graph. This, you will get marks for this, and you will lose marks if it's not present in your picture. Displacement graph. Next up, I'm going to divide my graph into 360. Usually you divide 360 up into 30 degrees, so 30, 60, and so on. The reason is because we're going to use circles, and if you use circles, it's 12, and 12 times 30 is 360. So I'm going to take my graph. If you divide 180 into 12 parts, you get 15. So it's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. Just going to repeat that again. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, and 90. There we go. Let's just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Okay, let's label it. So it's 0 degrees, and then we have 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, and 360. And I know already that halfway it's going to be at its highest according to what the information given. So the first half, it rises with harmonic motion, and then the second half it drops again with acceleration and retardation. And it's two different drawing methods. In both cases, you'll use 6 parts. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts, and then this side as well. Take these lines up. When I hear the word harmonic, that HA makes me think of a half circle. So where there's space, I'm going to draw a half circle because we're going to need one. So when you see the word harmonic, think immediately about a half circle. Because there's the halfway point. Take your compass. And draw your half circle. Then, as I've said, except for isometric, when you see a circle, half circle, whatever type of circle in EGD, you're going to divide that circle up into 12 parts. If it's a half circle, it's going to be 6 parts because it's half 12. This is construction, so it has to be lighter. I'm making mine darker just so that you can see it on the video. And then also label this. It starts from the bottom upwards. So it's 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, and then 180. Now where the circle is divided up, take those lines across. And where the horizontal and vertical degrees, the similar ones, overlap, you make a dot there. So 0 and 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, and 180. And with a very neat freehand, or by using your French curves, connect them together. Okay, that was harmonic motion. Now for acceleration and retardation, the first thing I always do is first go and draw a very light straight line. This is how you would have drawn it last year if it was just some uniform motion. But now here, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the middle. So in the middle at 270, I'm going to draw a line. Okay, it's also in 6 parts, but we're not going to necessarily. Oh yeah, it's 6 parts, so we can take this up as well. So both types of new motion uses 6 parts. So whatever the distance, you divide it up into 6 parts. Usually it's in 30 degrees, but it could differ. In the middle, I'm going to divide this up into 6 parts. Now it's 102 millimeters. So if you divide 102 millimeters by 6, you get 17. Okay, so I'm going to divide up into 17. Now I'm too lazy to go and work out the multiples of 17, so I'm going to get the first part and then just use my compass. Okay. Happy? See if I can focus a bit more. And now the top 3 parts we're going to connect to the starting point where it starts. Okay, and then that one's already there. And then for the bottom part, here. And then just also label it. This was 180. This is 210, because remember it's going down again. 240, 270, 300, 330, and 360. And then again, where they meet each other, we make a dot there. So 180 and 180 is there. 210 and 210 is here. 240 and 40. 70, 300, 330. That's it. And now we just connect them again. And there's your the new types of motions in your graph you can add. We're going to do 99 together in the next video. This was just a tutorial, so get 99 ready and then we'll draw it together.